You want my advice? Did you hear what happened to Kirkwall? My advice nearly tore that city apart.
I'm not saying I intend to follow your advice.
I see why you stuck around.
Please don't get too close to the Hannah. They're unused to strangers.
If I never get close, we'll always be strangers, won't we?
True indeed.
You're the Inquisitor.
I know. You thought he'd be taller.
Ta-da!
Admit it, you've been waiting to do that since we arrived.
Of course I was.
Inquisitor, you honor us with your presence. Will you be dining alone, your worship? Or will others be arriving later?
Who can tell these days? I didn't even realize I was alone just now.
Who's there? Don't come any closer. We have swords.
You don't know about me? How long have you been in there?
Long enough. Who are you that I should... Wait, what do you mean they look like Inquisition? Oh.
I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
Different doesn't always mean better.
What's that?
Don't hurt me. Harmond made me do it.
Right. Things have gone sour. As they do.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
So Corypheus has the Venatori, the Red Templars, and now possibly the Wardens as well? Wonderful.
You can't tell her. She'll laugh and then do it because she loves you. She wants to make you happy.
Anything you'd like to share?
Is this all that's left? Did you learn nothing else?
Well, young people are foolish.
Am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
Oh, for pity's sake. Would you two just get a room? Scout Harding,
Your worship.
shouldn't you be out there scouting?
It's not rotten
Sarah!
piece of...
Sarah!
What?
I think you're done. At this point, you're making wine.
Ugh, that makes it worse.
I let this mess happen. I gave her the Tig. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
You managed to talk your way out of most things.
Thanks to the calling, Corypheus has them scared. And they're playing right into his hands.
So the Wardens think they're dying and have stopped thinking clearly. That won't go well.
The Qunari and the Inquisition joining forces.
That would be an unprecedented offer, if I believed it was legitimate. Which I don't.
You found out, but you didn't change. Didn't make me change. You let me be this, be more. Thank you for helping me find this again, for believing in me. You don't know what it means.
I doubt I ever will.
I hear you've been investigating my birth. You haven't found anything, have you?
I'm sorry. Something requires my attention over there. I'm sure there's something deadly and enchanted and so on underneath all this sand. It's so nice to hear friends say good things about me in their secret spy reports.
Raise a demon army, march into the deep roads, and kill the old gods before they wake.
Ah, I was wondering when the demon army would show up.
I'm going to see if they're looking for recruits.
You want to join the Grey Wardens now? Thedas is soaked in blood. If I worried about those who've died in every place I went, it'd be a sobbing mess. You think you can stand against me with just demons and a Fade Rift? Did Corypheus not mention what I did to the Breach?
You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
I'm not that assured. I just make it up as I go.
Got him. It's in my mouth. You really should have made certain we were facing downwind, my dear.
Are the Venatori causing trouble?
There's a few up in the hills, but for once, they're not our biggest problem.
What is? Oh.
When I bring him your head, his gratitude will be...
Overly complicated assassination plots are part of Orlesian politics, I take it.
Forgive me, but I wish you hadn't been so quick to throw the Enspelled Magister away.
We didn't need thumbscrews. The Inquisition can deliver mercy now and then.
We're on the outskirts of Sarnia. This is what's left of the town. The lucky ones got out before the river froze over.
How did an entire river freeze so quickly?
It got really cold, really quickly.
Sacrificed? I knew the Wardens would go too far.
Human sacrifice? Demon summoning? Who looks at this and thinks it's a good idea?
The fearful and the foolish.
What did we create? The Chantry. The Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
And aiding Corypheus is supposed to help?
They acknowledge their contract is null and void. There is no longer a price on my life.
They're a polite bunch of ruthless murderers, I'll give them that.
We must stop the Wardens from carrying out this insane plan, Inquisitor. To seek out these old gods deliberately, in some bizarre attempt to preempt the Blight.
And calling the army of demons. That's my favorite part.
We're, just catching up with each other after an assignment.
Don't worry. I'm not throwing you out for a round of wicked grace.
The thought never crossed my mind, your worship.
No, surely not.
Greetings?
Forgive me. I don't believe I ever thanked you for helping me with this.
You were taking on a league of professional assassins. I suppose I'll forgive it.
We're fighting her, right? Tell me we're fighting her, boss.
We just heard you killed the bandits, your worship. We didn't know you were moving in, we promise. You won't tell people we were here, will you?
I see you couldn't resist the thrill of a decrepit pub. Hello again.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings.
How'd you get over here so fast?
Blessed are those that walk in the sight of the Maker.
So the blessing lets you walk faster. Could be useful. Shall we knock?
I think it's only polite.
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sappers. They've already delivered the trebuchets. That is the good news.
None of that accounts for the Wardens summoning a giant demon army.
That is the bad news.
Maybe you can give it some guidance, Cole.
Maybe. My name is... Compassion. Did I ask your name?
Oh, sorry. I've never seen a rune like this before. Is this what the Venatori were after?
You're holding the legacy of a paragon. Empires used to kill for them. Heck, they still do. Whatever it does, it's probably ancient and invaluable, so try not to drop it in the sand.
I thought you weren't interested in dwarven history.
If you want an encyclopedia entry, it may as well be from someone charming.
I'm not sure I want to meet the thing that finds Quillback innards appetizing.
Everything all right down there?
Quillback guts. Fantastic. Are we really doing this?
Thugs seem to like it down here.
It's quiet. They like the quiet. We used to trap them, but they don't remember the dwarves. Even dwarves don't really remember the dwarves.
Are you saying I don't recall myself?
Yes. No. Sorry?
If we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
So our plan is to lay siege to a legendary fortress filled with demons?
The Red Templars have been mounting frequent attacks. They want Emprise de Lyon. Bad.
Here I come to save the day. Again.
That's why we love you.
Did that hurt?
I feel a bit strange.
Oh, wonderful.
What are you doing here?
Just... looking?
There's no need to be uneasy. Besides, you're not very convincing.
Boss, I want you to know, you're the best.
I wish we could get better acquainted, Harding. When the dead aren't rising around us, perhaps.
You have your way in. Best make use of it. We'll keep the main host of demons occupied for as long as we can.
That's a worrying lack of specificity there, Commander.
There are more of them than I was hoping, Inquisitor.
You don't say.
I never thought I would ever find myself here physically. Look. The Black City. Almost close enough to touch.
This must be very exciting for you, Solus.
The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this?
How should I know? I'm not exactly an authority on the subject. So on the basis of my extraordinarily bad luck, you think I'm Andraste's herald?
If you know the story of Andraste, you know that bad luck is sort of her thing.
Every child's cry as the archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
The big demon Aramund was trying to bring through?
Yes.
It's nearby?
Yes.
Well, Shit. You must know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
As must you. The answer lies in your memories, lost to the nightmare when you last walked the Fade.
Or you could just tell me.
How dare you judge us? You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. The Wardens have gone mad. Or maybe they always were. Someone has to stop them.
Sweet Maker, could both of you please shut up? We can argue once we've escaped from the giant fear demon. I've had enough crazy for one lifetime, thanks.
When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
That's it?
Yes.
That tells me nothing. Not about Corypheus or a weakness for the demon, or even a way out of here. All it tells me is that I should break his damned orb next time it starts glowing.
Can I take a sample?
A sample?
Oh, that sounded sinister. I meant, can I cut a little piece off of you and do things to it?
You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
At the time, it felt like a lot of running and escaping. That's a generous interpretation of things, revered mother. Do you think the world shares it? Oh, he wasn't literally sent by Andraste, but he's still the herald metaphorically. I have to say, Dagna, this is strange. Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form? I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She refused to say anything outright. I could have used more direct answers and fewer journeys of self-discovery.
Just hit me with the stick, all right? I need to get over this demon crap.
All right.
I got a scraping that was cleaned off you, and it's weird. And the other rift bits, they're weird. It's just weird. I said weird, right?
Answers, Dagna?
After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
The ground in the Fade feels much the same. It's just more likely to disappear. I do enjoy these encounters. It's like we're getting to know each other.
We are, aren't we? Such a shame our meetings are so brief.
And the torch goes out. Of course it does. What do you mean when you say, thought all the thoughts?
No. As if for a moment I was around all my people, and my thought was all of theirs.
Your thoughts were our thoughts?
A message from Divine Justinia.
Dead people usually don't send messages.
And I see you feel it necessary to inform me of this.
That's the grandmother of all locks. We're not getting in here. We found a sword in an elven ruin. Can you do something with it?
That broken thing? You can't stitch a sword. Metal doesn't heal. What if it did, though? That would be amazing.
Dagna, the sword. A grand masquerade. I need to go shopping.
Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
And which one was the rightful one again? I keep getting them confused.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
Let's hope the breeze does not herald an oncoming storm.
Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lord, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
You owe me 20 readings of the Canticle of Trials for that insult.
He doesn't mean it.
Is it true you found the Red Templars sacrificing heretics and drinking blood from mages' veins?
Yvette!
Everyone in Antiva City is saying so. Is it true?
Oh, it was awful. Mage bones everywhere, practically a carpet of skulls over a river of blood. You've attracted a following. Who are all these people?
I don't know, but they won't leave me alone.
I take it you're not enjoying yourself.
No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
Check again. Perhaps the box itself is a puzzle. She seems the puzzling sort. Try not to get too drunk while I'm gone.
You ask so much of me.
Let me guess, you're composing a love poem.
Somehow, by the time they stop serving drinks, our war will be ended. Politics, my friend.
What calamities befall us if they stop serving drinks early?
If we're lucky,
Another war will break out.
I love making new friends, don't you?
What could you do with an army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
You know how to make a sales pitch, Ambassador. I'll give you that.
I do, don't I?
What could bring such an exalted creature here to the Imperial Court, I wonder? Do even you know?
You may never know. Courtly intrigues and all that.
Inquisitor Cadash. We met briefly. I am Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon. Welcome to my party.
Why am I not at all surprised that you want to see me now?
You're the Inquisitor, are you not? We heard stories of your accomplishments.
Yes. And?
It cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
I thought dangerous machinations were the national sport in Orlais.
You must be a man who the common folk aspire to be and to whom the nobility bow.
And you think I can accomplish this purely through fashion?
It is a weapon in your arsenal. Don't overlook it, my dear.
Stick with it. You'll figure it out.
In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming.
We'll see what the night has in store, won't we? I hate politics.
You've got a crappy job then, boss.
Are we going to sneak around to look through the Empress's unmentionables now? Just how drunk are you, boss?
You're telling me that Empress Celine left you naked and trussed like a roast duck?
You're such a challenge to read. I had no idea if you'd taken my bait.
I fear I'm a bit busy at the moment if you were looking for a dance partner.
She's turned it into a trap. The moment he strikes, she'll have him arrested for treason.
I don't know which is worse. Celine for using such a tactic or him for falling for it.
Oh, Orlesians.
Enjoy the rest of the party.
Wait! No! Let me out of here!
Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
At this point, I'd think disappointment was an old friend.
And trust those tits, what was all that? Were those demons? There aren't any more of those blasted demons coming, right?
Good eye. Those were definitely demons.
Maker bless me. Demons? How could there be demons in the fucking Winter Palace?
The eyes of every noble in the Empire are upon us, Your Grace. Remember to smile.
I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed me to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
You honestly believe you were captured, tied up, and thrown into a death trap because of a bill?
When you put it like that, it seems a bit odd.
When your archers failed to kill me in the garden, I feared you wouldn't save me this last dance. That was bracing. I need a drink now.
You've spent too much time with the Grand Duke, I think.
That's what I do. Fall out of the sky, make bad decisions, and somehow everyone still follows me.
So they do. It seems I am also to join that esteemed crowd.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations. The machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shirao, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
You missed court intrigue? When were you at court?
Oh, well, never directly, of course.
My Lord Inquisitor. Please, may I have a word with you?
Just when you've solved one crisis, another springs up to take its place.
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
What did you think of the masks?
What masks?
The masks. Everyone had them on their faces.
Those weren't their faces.
Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
I kept dreading I'd drop the wrong spoon or step on a general's foot.
You're the Inquisitor. You're very short. Mother didn't say you were a dwarf.
That's not such a terrible thing, is it?
No, magic isn't so scary like everyone thinks.
Out of your element, Floriane. Welcome to the Inquisition. My party. The fun never ends in Skyhold, does it?
Are all dwarves such comedians? Or just you and Varric?
We've received letters from Archon Redanus of Tevinter and King Marcus of Nevarra.
For both monarchs to come to us is nearly unheard of.
I assume that means they both want something very badly from us.
Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum.
They must be desperate.
It's much less flattering when you put it that way.
She has caused no end of misery. It's time she brought some joy. Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon, jester to the Inquisition, in flat shoes.
History's greatest malevolence, Inquisitor.
Your standing is publicly known. If you feel so inclined, Inquisitor.
Actually, I'm rather pressed for time. Do you? Do you? You did. Good luck.
Well, that was unorthodox.
One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
Not the fireside tale I was expecting, Blackwall.
I'm thinking pranks. Set a few up, knock a few down. You in or not?
I don't understand how annoying my people will help.
The whispers are louder in there. I can see them.
You can see the whispers?
Yes.
He was alive. All this time he was alive. I didn't even dare.
Louis wrote this confession. He killed your brother.
Are you using a new soap or something? Got one of those scented bath things? Because I don't want this to sound weird, but you smell really good. Almost dragony. All right, that sounded weird.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
When we first met, you were saving peasants from demons and outlaws. You're not a man who shuts his eyes. A little insane, maybe.
What, titles are only for getting away with bad stuff? Let's do something fun. Come on.
Lead the way.
What, really?
Really?
I knew you were different. Let's go.
Has it affected you? Changed you in any way? Your mind? Your morals? Your spirit?
If it had, do you really think I'd have noticed?
No. That's an excellent point.
So, why'd you stop drinking the blood?
Maybe I wanted to smell better for you.
In short, this might just be the worst place in the entire world. Be careful out there.
Are you worried about me?
Someone has to be.
Who is up there?
Go!
I call it the Crossroads. A place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
A useful trick.
I do not like having that mirror, Illuvian, in Skyhold. Corypheus may not be able to travel through it, but what if something else can?
What if it's something good?
Morrigan claims that if I close my eyes and wish hard enough, a fleet of griffins will appear under my command.
See? That's probably not true, but it would be fun. What have I done that's so surprising?
Dwarves are practical. They do not dream. They cannot even imagine a world beyond the physical. But you have shown a subtlety in your actions. A wisdom that goes against everything I know of your people.
It seems everything you've been taught by your people has some holes in it.
Without the Chantry to guide, that hatred will spiral out of control.
Wow. You really don't think highly of Thedosians.
She said I was unreasonable, then offered to explain how the Illuvian works using words with less than 4 syllables. Ah. The Circle had a library. I'm fairly well read.
Right.
I'm not unreasonable.
You're the demon called Imshale.
Choice spirit.
The desert is immeasurably more precious with you in it, Scout Harding.
When did you come up with that one?
I had some time along the way.
I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Who do you have much in common with?
Simple. We don't fight, and I grant you power. Shower you with riches. Or maybe virgins. Your pick.
I'd like to be showered with virgins.
I should really stop offering virgins. Everyone always chooses them, and I can never find any.
You die, demon.
Alpha. Choice spirit.
I like dabbling in the forbidden from time to time.
Deal again. I've figured out your tells, Lady Ambassador.
Commander, everyone knows a lady has no tells.
I'm not losing any more coin to Josephine, but I have got to see this.
Don't say a word, dwarf.
The Spy Master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Go on. Liliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
I'm glad you decided to join us tonight. It's too easy to mistake you for the Inquisitor.
You're mistaking me for me. How much did you have to drink?
I'm never playing cards again. I still can't find my... It doesn't matter. I don't know how Varric talked me into that.
Because it's good to unwind and spend time with your friends.
I've got something I want to do for you. Just come. You won't need your gear and stuff.
Sarah, explain.
Just come on, will you?
We're eating on a roof.
They're horrible, right? And raisins. Ugh. I freaking still hate cookies.
Why am I sitting on a roof eating awful baked goods?
You up for another game when this is all over, Inquisitor?
Every time I play, I increase the odds of winding up like Cullen.
You're never more alive than when you're about to lose your pants, my friend.
I'm trying to say I like it here. I thought you'd want to know that and eat my shitty cookies.
I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad to have them. It's still stupid.
I know!
Good! Are you all right? You look a little cold.
Me? Well, it is a touch chilly. My toes are freezing. I'm sorry. You didn't need to know that.
Very well. Well, this is grim.
They're going to kill him.
Good grasp of the obvious, this one.
It's the Inquisitor! I told you! I told you! He's a true as anything hero!
He should not die for that mistake!
Then find me the man who gave the order!
Oh, shit.
Blackwall!
More light. How cheery.
Anyway, I'll throw this rubbish away. Next time will be better, yeah?
Sarah. Anytime. Can we get off the roof now?
Oh, yes, please. Smells like bird and dank. This part, not a good idea. Thanks, yeah. Feels good, this.
If my future is mine, then I pledge it to the Inquisition. My sword is yours. If I'd said anything less, would an arrow from the rookery have snuffed me like a candle?
Take your post, Tom Rainier.
Oh, hey. Hello. Good that you're here, because I need to talk to you. You know that thing we do when we meet out there, the playful banter? That's just for fun, right?
It is fun, and I would like it to continue.
Really? Wow, I'm stunned and flattered and a little bit afraid. I often spend time at the tavern. Maybe you could join me sometime?
I'd like that, Scott Harding.
You can call me Lace.
Wait, your name is Lace Harding?
My mother was a seamstress, blame her. And stop looking at me like that. And don't tell anyone.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
We've embarked on a quest that ends in facing the most powerful monster in all Thedas. Do get a good night's sleep.
Some of the scouts saw a giant roaming in the area. Keep your eyes open. Don't want you to get stepped on.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
Another way to let people down if I falter. Thank you for the reminder.
Inquisitor, I hear this Eluvian lies in a temple nearby. That's where the fighting will be worst. Andraste, keep you safe.
Are you sure you don't want to grab a sword and wade in? Were we just attacked by elves?
It seems this Temple of Mythal is not deserted after all.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows?
'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
We're out of luck, unless one of those temple elves drops a lexicon. I won't be interrogated at sword point.
Riffius would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
I should take your word that this is altruism and not hunger for power?
Yes.
What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
I don't understand the slumber bit.
What would you propose? Leave it be? Allow another to find and take it? Someone worse, perhaps, than Corypheus?
You're better than Corypheus?
It is not power. Not such as you could use. Even if I permitted it.
Yet Corypheus's minions are here to claim it. Unless you've defeated them already.
We have not.
This would be our guide?
Mytholanast.
That's helpful, since Morrigan chased off on her own.
The trials you set me, I have overcome. As a courtesy, leave now. Or not at all.
Do you truly believe we can dismiss our armies with a handshake, Calpurnia?
Penshra! Gilas Velathan!
I believe she would prefer that we remain close.
Just a quick look around.
Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
I don't know who's better suited, and neither do you.
Knew you couldn't stay away.
Plus, a big old temple full of demon-worshipping lies. Grand, that.
So your main takeaway is that elves worship demons?
Well, they never call them that, yeah?
Kill the dragon. And his ability to leap into other bodies is disrupted. He can be slain.
Just kill his dragon. Why didn't we think of that before?
If you can change minds, so can I.
Someone with your impeccable taste could transform to Vinter.
I hope you're right. You usually are.
We few who travel far call to me and I will come. Without mercy, without fear.
Without mercy. That sounds rather ominous.
Indeed it does.
What if you wake up to find the future you shaped is worse than what was?
I'll take a breath, see where things went wrong, and then try again.
Just like that.
If we don't keep trying, we'll never get it right. This meeting was no accident, was it?
Clever lad. What we will learn next? That he can command the sun to rise or the seas to burn?
Can we prepare for flaming seas? Maybe collect all the snow from the frostbacks, just in case.
All things considered, Inquisitor, I now wish you had drunk from the well.
Forced to obey your mother, huh? Ouch.
With luck, some of the past may yet survive.
You planning to leave before we take down the bad guy?
I thought dying was forever.
So did I. Corypheus seems to break a lot of rules.
If I see her again, I will have no choice but to do every single thing she commands.
As I recall, you insisted on drinking from the well.
Which she would have known I would do.
So it's all a conspiracy. Corypheus too.
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
Just as Corypheus expects, I suppose.
Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
I think it'll probably be a little harder than just one more fight.
I did say it'd be a big one, boss.
So you did, Bull. So you did.
There's a dragon trying to kill us! I didn't say it would be easy!
The breach is getting bigger! Wanted into the Fade.
Afterwards, you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
Oh, now they're lining up to meet me.
Such is the way of things.
Am I imagining it? Or do we have a moment to breathe?
Definitely your imagination. The party, the cake, it's all an elaborate dream.
So, demons, dragons, giant asshole Vint on a big magic rock. You don't let it get dull, boss. Good stuff.
How was that good in any way, Bull?
We all walked away. Chantry folk are picking up what's left of Corypheus with a dustpan and a pastry scraper.
Help stop an ancient Magister Darkspawn. Not every Warden recruit gets to say that. Thanks to you, I do.
That's me. Helping people prove themselves to future employers.
They don't want to forget what happened, even if it gives them nightmares. It would hurt less, but it matters to them.
There are a few parts I wouldn't mind forgetting.
All right.
Cole, wait.
It was a joke. You like those, sometimes? To make the fear seem smaller?
I mean, is this for us or for her? Or, you know, him? Because I was there, and I still don't know what's real.
Couldn't it be his will and our effort? Perhaps miracles need a little help.
You are proof that the Inquisition has made a difference, and that we will continue to do so.
That's why we're having this fancy party. Celebrate, Commander. You've earned it.
I'm so sorry. Nothing's quite as it should be. Do you like the drinks? I'm not sure about them.
If I told you the port was a little dry, would you burst into flame?
Still some things to do yet, right? Because I'm in no hurry to go back to... Valrio. That's where I was. You mind if people still stay around? For whatever?
You'd listen if I said leave?
What do you think?
Actually squealed, dropped her laundry and everything. Such a mess. She was completely breathless. You were at the battle with the evil one, weren't you? I didn't even get a chance to answer. She hugged me. Hugged me. This is your influence.
That's what happens when you're a hero.